Greater Good Radio. Connect, learn, heal, and grow.
I'm usually billed as an inspirational or motivational speaker, and they say, and then I know they're thinking about it. I said, well, what do you speak about your experiences, or did you write books, or what do you do? And then it ultimately comes up, well, part of my time as a naval officer for 28 years was as a prisoner of war in North Vietnam. I was a Navy pilot and was shot down over at the country of North Vietnam, captured, and spent the next 7 years and 9 days there. And I feel that having survived the experience, as most of my friends did there, and that group, survival wasn't anything extraordinary, but going beyond survival was where the real mission was. And by that I mean being able to not only survive the experience, but to return with honor. And that became our mission, our goal. But having survived the experience, I came home and felt a very strong responsibility to capitalize on the credibility that accrued from that experience, from that survival. And the vehicle for capitalizing on it became professional speaking, spreading that message. And basically it's as simple as trying to plant the seed of belief in people's minds that had it somehow been you or them and my little rubber-tired sandals of those years in prison, you would have survived for the very same reasons that I did, because look, there's nothing extraordinary about me, really. With the same training and orientation going in, you could have survived too. And if people believe that, and hopefully I help them to believe it a little bit, then it changes their perspective on all the things that are going on in their own lives at any given time, whether that be, personal or professional setbacks and challenges, or financial difficulties, or physical challenges, that kind of thing. And so the feedback that I've received over the years has convinced me that it's been a productive effort, and for me it's been very gratifying.
How do you hold it all together after being in an experience like that? I mean, what was that experience like?
Well, it was very bizarre in some ways, Evan. It was an experience that taught me to be in the moment, certainly to understand, to be present, for example, and to understand that life certainly has its ups and downs and peaks and valleys, and that if you don't experience both, you're not really living life. And through that kind of philosophy, you sort of learn how to embrace even the pain that comes with life, the setbacks and the challenges and the things that you wouldn't sign up for, certainly, but understand that that's just as much a part of life as the joy and the celebration that goes along with it. And with that kind of understanding, it's hard to get down. You stay up and you understand that it doesn't really matter what happens. This is part of life, and that's what I signed up for by being here. And that I look for ways to make a positive experience. I look for the purpose in everything that happens to me. That was one of the most significant things about the experience in Vietnam, I think, was somewhere along the way, probably after a year and a half or so, I realized that there was a purpose to what I was going through, but I didn't know what it was. I just had faith that there was a purpose. And sure enough, when I came home, I began to realize that the speaking that I've been able to do was the fulfillment of my purpose for going through all that in those years as a POW.
If you resonate with Greater Good Radio, please join our community at www.greatergoodradio.com, where you can get access to exclusive content and offerings. Hope to see you soon.